I just spoke for 50 uninterrupted. I can't speak at all, apparently. I just spoke for 50 uninterrupted minutes about the greatness that is World Tag League. I love this business, damn it. What's up, my lovely Velvet viewers? My name is Walker Stewart. Welcome to the post-show recap stream following World Tag League 2023 Finals. We had a lot happen on this stream. We talked about what was happening at World Tag League 2023 Finals. We talked about Wrestle Kingdom 18, what to expect going into the Korakuen shows for December 21st and December 22nd. It'll be live English coverage on NJPWworld.com, and I cannot wait for you guys to check out what happens then. However, in this stream, I'm not going to lie to you, I was a little tired. I was running off of a lot of adrenaline. I had a 3-hour stream the night before. I had a 3-hour stream earlier in the day. I called a 3-hour wrestling show and then did this hour-long post-show broadcast directly afterward, all in succession. It was 7 hours of being live on a show, so it was a lot. But I had a really good time. I had a lot of fun. World Tag League was incredible. You're going to hear me talk all about it in the coming up video, and I hope you stick around, subscribe to the channel for the uploads of the Twitch live streams. And if you want to go follow the Twitch, be a part of the conversation when it happens live. We're going to be doing post-show streams every single night of big tours. You know, Fantasticamania is coming up. We have a lot of things coming up. So twitch.tv/VelvetVoiceWS. You can, of course, check out all my other social media in the description below. Leave a comment, subscribe, like, do all the good stuff, and enjoy this video on demand for the Twitch recap World Tag League 2023 Finals. Let's get to it. What a freaking night, huh? What a night. What a night we had, chat. What a World Tag League. What everything. Everything was crazy. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream today. Make sure that my mic's all correct over here and stuff, because I was hearing it wasn't for a minute. But wow. Wow. World Tag League was something else, huh? We're live tonight. I am currently just kind of getting settled in. It's not going to be a super long stream by any stretch of the imagination. I know that for a fact. I, first off, am super tired because, all right, listen, I'm not going to front. I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect El Phantasmo and Hikuleo to hang 40 minutes against Bishamon with World Tag League Finals on the line. I didn't expect it. And maybe I should have expected it, but I didn't. So that's that. Did not expect it to go the way that it did whatsoever. I'm still kind of in shock about the way everything has gone in this tournament. Like, when I did my bracket predictions, nothing worked out. Nothing has worked the way that I expected. But we are going to be actually talking about the entire tournament as a whole. And we're going to talk a little bit about, like, what to expect with Wrestle Kingdom 18. Where are we going in Wrestle Kingdom? It is not that far away, realistically. You know, January 4th is less than 1 month away. So, I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk about my thoughts on World Tag League. I wanted to talk about my thoughts going into Wrestle Kingdom. The next event that I'm even on is Road to Tokyo Dome, which is the 2 Korakuen shows that we do in Tokyo. So that's December 21st and December 22nd. It'll be my first time in Korakuen, actually, which is awesome. I've never been, so I'm fired up about that. I think it's going to be a good time. Wow. Chat, if you are joining right now, if you watched World Tag League, what are your thoughts on World Tag League? And if you are have not watched World Tag League, maybe you're in the middle of World Tag League and you're just joining to say hello. That's fine. But I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I did. English commentary is actually up right now already for the first 8 matches. And the 9th match, the main event, the finals, will be up in a matter of minutes. So they're working quick over there right now. They're working double overtime, triple overtime to make sure that English commentary is up. And then we're actually not going to have to worry about it going forward with other events, which is super exciting because it'll already just be completed. It'll be done live. We don't have to worry about it. I love this piano beat, but I don't think now is the time. There we go. Hot Water by Pixel Fudge. Let's go. But today I want to talk a little bit about the finals, of course. What's to come with the finals, or what has come out of the finals, more to say. Hey, welcome to the Walker Club, baby. I appreciate it. Too sweet to you, my friend. Thank you. How are you doing, my friend? I hope you're well. You know, I've gone back and forth on how to pronounce your name about 1,000,000 times, and I probably shouldn't. I've seen Ciaran and Kieran. I've seen that done both ways. But that's okay. I love you anyway. The latter, Karen. All right, cool. See, there you go. I don't know. See, only the losers say it the other way. That's what I think too. Oh man. Yeah, no, we had a fantastic night today. A really, really good night of wrestling, I feel. If you're asking me, which I know no one is, but I'm going to give my opinion anyway. I think tonight was a really good night for wrestling. We're going to go through the results. We're going to talk about why. We're going to talk about what I think they mean going into Wrestle Kingdom 18. I don't think this is going to be any groundbreaking coverage, but we are going to talk a little bit about the fallout with certain teams, certain challenges that have been laid out leading into maybe an upcoming Pro Wrestling Noah event, leading into maybe a certain Ring of Honor pay-per-view coming up in another few weeks. It's a week. It's on my whiteboard. Ring of Honor Final Battle, the 15th. I can see it. I pointed like you guys can see it too. You couldn't see it, but that's okay. So, yeah, no, if anyone's curious on to how my commentary experience went for the pay-per-view tonight, let me just say, my internet is so trash in terms of connecting with Charlton, connecting with the New Japan World Team. This is not the fault of the New Japan World Team at all, but I was calling that show off of what was essentially a PowerPoint. It was chop. It was legit like I was just going boop, boop, boop on a keyboard the entire time. So not exactly what I wanted to happen, but it's okay. I had a good time though. Got to catch up with my boy Chris Charlton, the man himself. Let's get into talking about it. I don't want to wait around. I'm really tired as well. I'm not trying to rush the stream by any means, but I'm a little tired. So I want to talk about World Tag League. I want to talk about the fallout from World Tag League. So really the tournament overall. And if you look at the brackets overall, it's really interesting to see. I'm going to pull up my notes here from the show that I called earlier. And, you know, the results of said, oh, okay, yeah, this works. I didn't choose this song, but the song came on, so I'll take it, I guess. I have no clue what this song is. It's a little too indie for me. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it. I don't like that. Actually, you know what? I think there's only one song we can play right now. Hey, Walker. What's up, Blind Raw? Welcome back to the stream, my friend. We are talking World Tag League. We are talking all the goods, all the good goods from World Tag League, what it means going into Wrestle Kingdom, some Noah stuff potentially too, some CMLL stuff. There's a lot. But I'm going to have this on loop the entire time, so I hope you like Kaze Ninara, because you better. or else Minoru's going to find you, and we don't want that. So, if I find my little chart here, these are the notes. I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to give you a little inside scoop. Add 105 pages of notes for Power Struggle. Really, this is all the same content. I just figured out how to like compact it better. It's championship reigns, it's this, that, and the other. It's stuff I wasn't around for. So, all that being said, you look at oh no. There you go. Thank you for telling me. Now I know that there was no audio. God bless. Wow, that's embarrassing. That's very embarrassing. I hate that. I wonder why I go from not muted to muted on the other side of things. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, but these are the notes that I use, is what I was saying. I've like compacted my notes super big style. But you look at the results of everything here. I mean, I'll make this a little easier to read. Streamer muted, normal streamer problems. Azrael, I appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you. And that's based and true. Those are some thorough notes. I mean, it's nothing on Chris Samsa, but look at this. TMDK, 10 points, right? Same amount of points as GOD, obviously. Here's like I don't know where y'all are thinking going into the tournament. However, I can tell you that my thoughts were very simple. I thought Narita and Umino, I thought Bullet Club War Dogs, I thought TMDK. And somehow, Narita and Umino not even involved in the semifinals, let alone the finals. Bullet Club War Dogs out in the semis, TMDK out in the semis. Bishamon down all the way from the beginning, losing a bunch of matches, making it all the way to the end. It's almost a poetic. You can't write something as good as this. You really can't. You really can't, because wrestling is very real. Bishamon, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi overcome literally all the odds. Everything was against them tonight. Everything was against them. The numbers might have been in their favor with previous World Tag League wins, this, that, and the other. But Gorillas of Destiny, keep in mind, beat Bishamon in the early stages. It's really one of the matches that set Bishamon back in the tournament from the get-go, right? Gorillas of Destiny pick up the dub in that match. Can't do so tonight. And you're right, Nadea. No, you're right. And I appreciate y'all being here for the first time, those of you that you are. I'm going to be streaming after, hopefully, every show in New Japan going forward. That's the hope we're going to see. I also do wrestling watch-alongs and stuff. You might be seeing it on my Twitter. But, yeah, I appreciate it. And we're going to run through the whole thing. We're going to be here for a minute. But, yeah, Bishamon, man, picking up the victory in the main event was a stellar moment. A stellar moment. And I love it. I love it. We're going to talk about what's coming up in upcoming matches. What could be coming up at Wrestle Kingdom. Let me ask you guys, though. I want to hear the voices of the faithful, of the chat, of the Velvet Voice channel. What are your thoughts on the finals? How did you feel about the tournament overall? Are you disappointed? Do you like it? Is it a little underwhelming? Are you overwhelmed? Are you like, this is too much, I can't handle it, take it back, Walker? No, I won't take it back. I won't. However you feel is valid, obviously, but I'm very, very interested to see what the going forward. I'm gonna replay Kazani Nare one more time, and then I'm gonna move on to other music. But I'm very interested to see going forward what things are gonna look like in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Ren Narita and Shota Umino that's got to be happening at Wrestle Kingdom, right? No official announcement. I'm not confirming this by any means, but it's where else could this match take place? Where else could this match take place? Ren Narita Shota Umino. It's got to happen. We're gonna look at the results here. The results haven't been posted on the official website, which is fine. My good man Chris Charlton working hard over there to take care of the English site. I appreciate Kieran for the stuff that he does as well. Shota versus Narita and Yota versus Yuya. I've seen a lot of people clamoring for these, chat. I've seen a lot of people clamoring for these. By the way, if it's your first time here, go drop the follow. I appreciate it. Sub, follow, whatever. We broke the sub goal like crazy today. 440% past it, by the way. The charity, for anyone who's interested, all the tip money at !tip goes straight to Toys for Tots. So that's something that I'm looking to help out with as well. Let's see, events, results. Trying to find it. There we go. Night 16. Okay. Yeah, 16 nights of a tournament is a long time, guys. It's a long time. Let's go. So, we started off with the Frontier Zone match, which Frontier Zone match was fun. Frontier Zone match was cool. Asozan, which translates to mountain. He is Mount Fuji. He is a literal mountain. Chris Charlton and I talked about on the broadcast today, if you listen to English coverage, that he stands in at 1,500 meters above sea level, which is fantastic. Kodai Nozaki impressed me. He looks like a crazy person. He's thick. He's a thick boy. I think we need to change the name of Ichiban Meat Boy. It should be Nozaki instead of Loibe. Sorry to tell you. Ryusuke Taguchi picking up the victory, though. Now also a Volcano. Yeah, exactly. Bolton just flexed. Bolton just picked that guy up, dude. I didn't understand it. Human nature shouldn't allow for that to be the case. Well, Bolton Oleg looked super impressive, picking up. That was his 10th victory on the tour. 10-1 record for Bolton Oleg in this tour. He's got to be one of the most impressive young lions going right now, right? Got to be one of the most impressive young lions. I think that Oscar Loibe is insanely impressive. I think Yuto Nakashima has been very impressive as well. But man, Bolton Oleg, there's something special about this guy, and it would shock me if he does not become a world champion in professional wrestling someday. I stand on that one. But we went straight from that match, chat, to what was a fun affair. 20-minute time limit. Kosei Fujita, Shane Haste, and Mikey Nichols facing off against Master Wato, Soberano Jr., and Atlantis Jr. Now, for those that didn't hear, there was a brawl in the locker room following this event. Soberano Jr. attacked Atlantis Jr., and these two had been feuding across Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre, CMLL, for a while before going into World Tag League, in case you weren't aware. So it seems as though this loss in World Tag League, they tried to put their feelings aside, coming in from CMLL, representing CMLL. Tournament's over, folks. Soberano Jr. and Atlantis Jr., suffice to say, are free to feel and do however they wish, and they are. Right? So, this was a really fun match, too. This was a very, very simple match throughout. Chris mentioned at the start of the tournament that Soberano was towing the Rudo line a bit lately. Yeah, exactly. And so, it was really both of them towing the Rudo line a bit more. Oh no, I didn't mean to click the profile. Hey, Kosei Fujita. It was really both of them tying the Rudo line, specifically during the Bishamon matchup that went the only time limit draw that we've had in the tournament. this year. It was Bishamon, Atlantis Jr., and Soberano Jr. I think it got Atlantis Jr. up to Atlantis and Soberano up to 5 points, and Bishamon up to 3 or something like that. But it was a really pivotal moment in the tournament. I just said we were gonna skip Kaze Ninare. Oh no. Kaze Ninare is fantastic. I have just listened to it 75 times. We can't be doing this. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. L YouTube. That's my lucha name. L YouTube. I think I'll be like El Gordo. What is like fat? El Big. That's me. All right. We're gonna drop some other tunes. Sure. This works. Suzuki will find you no matter where you are. You know, I used Kaze Ninare, the song, to motivate me to clean a closet. Because I was scared Minoru Suzuki was going to come out of that closet and destroy me if I didn't. So I had to be careful.
Tonight we party, my friends.
Okay. Sure. All right. Let's do it. If you don't know who Baby No Money is, by the way, it's the artist who does this album. I love Baby No Money. I want Suzuki to find me. I want someone to talk One Piece with. Hey, there you go. I respect that. Fujita mentioned his goal of being the youngest IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He has the ability to do it. That is a really impressive goal. And here's the deal. Kosei Fujita did not have the Super Junior Tag League that he wanted to have with El Desperado. We did not get the storybook ending that a lot of people wanted. And I think that that's something that is going to continue to put a chip on a shoulder of a guy like Kosei Fujita. And let's talk about this. You know, 21 years of age. We've been telling the story throughout with Callum Newman as well. It's 21 years of age. Kosei Fujita recruited personally to TMDK, and I mean, let's be honest, he didn't deliver in Super Junior Tag League like he had hoped to. It was his first going in it, so there's not like a burial here, but Kosei Fujita, much like Callum Newman in United Empire, is really trying to showcase that he belongs, and this new crop of young lions and or younger talent are trying to continue to do that same thing. So, it wouldn't shock me at all if he challenges for the Junior Heavyweight Championship, and I think that I would love to see him do so. I would love to see him do so. So this match was great. The question still remains. Hey, it's Eric. What's up, my friend, too? Sweet. I appreciate you, my man. You don't see him as a junior, and I get that. I think he is definitely bulking. He was like 6'1", 190 when he debuted with New Japan and when they were going through the selection process for Super Junior Tag League. So I really think he could have been on the cuff there. But deal is with Callum Newman, we did not see him in Super Junior Tag League. He didn't get chosen to represent United Empire in World Tag League. And so a lot of this tour was a journey for Callum Newman to really prove, hey, you know, Will Ospreay personally recruited me as the future of United Empire, because who knew what Will Ospreay was thinking about? Maybe Will Ospreay knew that his time in New Japan Pro Wrestling would be limited going forward, and he was investing in the future of this company that he knows and loves, because the reality is Will Ospreay, despite signing with All Elite Wrestling because of whatever has initiated him to do so, he's talked about New Japan Pro Wrestling being his home and how he wants people to be able to take hold of the mantle when he leaves. It was the conversation we had with Shota Umino going in with Power Struggle. You know, he said, hey, I don't believe you have what it takes. Callum Newman's a guy who wants to showcase he has what it takes, and he picked up a couple of victories over young lion talent on the tour, but it was mostly untelevised, and I believe it was completely untelevised, his match with Shomakato. But nevertheless, yeah, Will has been in the corner of Callum, man, and I know that Will has a faith and a belief in Callum Newman. But Cal Newman's going to have to prove it to literally everyone else in the world, which is easier said than done. Second match of the evening, a bit of a reunion with Suzuki-gun. It was Lance Archer and Minoru Suzuki. They won the 2011 G1 Tag League together. And it was also Minoru Suzuki that I argue knocked off Lance Archer and Alex Zayne single-handedly in this tournament. The first defeat in Block A competition, or Block B competition for Archer and Zayne came at the hands of Suzuki and Nagata, knocked them from being able to compete in the semifinals mathematically. And I think if Suzuki and Nagata hadn't defeated Zayne and Archer on that night, these were my picks going in. I really did have Zayne and Archer down as going all the way. And I think it's a bit of an upset that Suzuki and Nagata kept them from going all the way, despite the low ranking, the low standing that Suzuki and Nagata would end on in the tournament themselves. But what are your thoughts? This is a group effort. What are your thoughts, chat? I'd love to know. Suzuki and Nagata, on the other hand, man, they have really been, I think, finally on the same page. And maybe not even fully, but, like, I don't think they'll ever fully be on the same page, chat. Let's be real. But Minoru Suzuki is someone who Yuji Nagata, I mean, he'll give Yuji Nagata credit when he feels he deserves it, but you heard that Windows 95 comment from Minoru Suzuki calling Yuji Nagata outdated, saying he has an 8-bit brain and all the other tech terms that pop me super huge in the backstage comments. I think Minoru Suzuki had an interesting time in this tournament, and was this the swan song for Yuji Nagata? You know, and what closure it would be after 40 years of rivalry, of hatred, for Nagata to team alongside Suzuki, and at least finally, if they can't come to an appreciation for one another as people, they come for an appreciation as to one another as wrestlers, right? Yeah, man, I love Archer and Zayne. I think Archer and Zayne are probably my favorite tag team in New Japan Pro Wrestling, bar none, and I'm just speaking from an action perspective, from pretty much every perspective, actually. I love those guys. And Archer in New Japan just feels like such a bigger deal than Archer in All Elite Wrestling. And I feel that way about a few people, actually. I feel that way about Jon Moxley, which I think might be controversial to any AEW fans. But
is it coming right here? Okay.
Gabe Kidd and Alex Coughlin made it all the way to the semifinals and couldn't pull it out. Jack Bonza and Bad Luck Fale, suffice to say, never really had a chance.
Damn, your girl's a cougar, she a cheetah. She feisty, she a Pisces, hair greasy. Can you ice me? Wait, I might.
We are going to continue to talk more about what's coming in, because this match was fine. This match was a lot of fun. Zayne, Archer, Suzuki, and Nagata picked up the victory. Charlton theorized on the broadcast that a team of Suzuki, Archer, and Zayne challenging for the Never Openweight 6-man tag team championship could be a very interesting prospect. And I, for one, would love to see that. I would make some noise for that. Archer and Zayne, I think, are such a talented team, and with Minoru Suzuki either side, I mean, I don't see any way you could possibly lose a match like that. We saw them successful tonight in 8-man tag action. Yeah, you know, this is actually my first time getting to witness Bonza in this tour, and on the international stage, obviously, as talented as I've seen Jack Bonza be. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more Jack Bonza going forward in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Who's to know what's up with Bad Luck Fale? This was his 15th World Tag League. He had 5 in a row with Chase Owens, unsuccessful, defeated in every single one of them. Same thing here with Jack Bonza tonight. 15th World Tag League, couldn't pull out the victory by the end of it. And with Gabe Kidd and Alex Coughlin, the situation is a thick one because Gabe Kidd, it almost feels like Gabe Kidd's biggest problem is that he cannot get over himself. You got a guy like Gabe Kidd who is the aggressive English fist fighting. He's a bar fighting type. He is a dirty son of a gun. We know that about Gabe Kidd, and we know that he has helped evolve Alex Coughlin to become this exact same way. But this obsession with trying to fight Kaito Kiyomiya, as interesting as a singles match as that would be, his attention is also diverted on December 16th's bout at Rev Pro with the aforementioned Will Ospreay, which he's been talking about throughout the tour. And then Gabe Kidd and Alex Coughlin also were focused on wanting to win World Tag League. And I just feel, and theorize with me, chat, I feel that if the focus of Gabe Kidd was focused directly on the finals of World Tag League, on the semifinals matchup that they had that knocked them out of the tournament, we could be looking at the winners of the 2023 World Tag League being Gabe Kidd and Alex Coughlin. There's so many other things going on in the mind of Gabe Kidd. Kaito Kiyomiya, Will Ospreay, and even the NJPW Strong Openweight Championship, which Nevaeh, you just mentioned. Eddie Kingston is a focus of Gabe Kidd as well after that attack in Lone Star Shootout that was back on November 10th in Dallas, Texas. And it leads me to this, and then poking fun at Shota Umino, so, the list goes on, and I'm sure if we sat here long enough, we could make more and more of a claim as to how Gabe Kidd has been barking up every single tree except the one he needs to be focusing on it. And maybe, besides that being the sign of a deeper mental issue that I'm not the guy to diagnose at 21 years old, Gabe Kidd maybe needs to retune that focus going into World Tag League 2024 or when G1 Climax comes around, because I'm sure Gabe Kidd's going to be wanting to compete once again in the G1, Alex Coughlin as well, especially with Gabe Kidd wanting to look forward more into Never Openweight Championship action. But who's to know even what's to come, or excuse me, New Japan Strong Openweight Championship action. But who's to know what that matchup is going to even, is that even going to come? Because the Continental Classic, with Tony Khan announcing in that press conference just a few months ago or a month ago that the Continental Classic Championship and the Strong Openweight Championship and the Ring of Honor World Championship are all going to be developed into some form of AEW Ring of Honor New Japan Triple Crown title. Gabe Kidd has made it incredibly apparent. He wants nothing to do with AEW. He wants nothing to do with the Ring of Honor. He does not care for the Ring of Honor World title. It is beneath him, he feels. That New Japan Strong Openweight Championship is what Gabe Kidd is focusing on. And Nevaeh, you're right to mention this. If you are Alex Coughlin, you are frustrated that you had your eyes set on one goal and Gabe Kidd had his eyes set on 7 other goals. I'm just saying. And I'm not the guy who's trying to start problems here. But I just think there's a lot of legitimacy to any frustration Alex Coughlin could be feeling going into Wrestle Kingdom, not having an assured spot the way that he and Gabe plan to have. The plan for Kidd and Coughlin, the plan for War Dogs was for War Dogs to do what War Dogs are going to do, and that was to go in after winning World Tag League and with the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions Drilla Maloney and Clark Connors already being set to defend against Catch 22's Francesco Akira and TJP. Kidd and Coughlin were going to secure their shot, challenge Bishamon, and go in and try and walk out. War Dogs completely taking over the tag team division here in New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's not going to happen now. And is Gabe Kidd to blame for that? And is it frustrating to Gabe Kidd to have to admit that? Or is there any even self-reflection for Gabe Kidd in this? But we could talk all about that more in the future. Another short matchup. Oscar Loibe, Yuto Nakashima, Toru Yano, and Tomohiro Ishii faces off against Callum Newman, Hinare, Great Okan, and Jeff Okob. Jeff Okob? All right, I'm tired, you can tell. Might weasel their way into that tag title match at Wrestle Kingdom, for there's potential for anything, Azrael. Maybe if it's time that games get actually focused up, we might see it. Hello, Quick Man. Welcome to the stream, my friend. A member of the Velvet Sub Club, which you can sub right now with an Amazon Prime. I appreciate it. United Empire, the challenge was laid out for the never open-weight six-man tag team championship. And in backstage comments earlier on in the evening, Kazuchika Okada, Tomohiro Ishii, and Hiroshi Tanahashi confirmed that they will accept the challenge for United Empire. The never open-weight six-man tag team championships will be defended at some point. The question is when, because we do have a few events coming up prior to Wrestle Kingdom 18. Will Kazuchika Okada go into his singles matchup with Bryan Danielson as a champion, or will he do so the opposite? I'm not sure. The Tokyo Dome show, of course, will be coming up, but Korakuen Hall, the Road to Tokyo Dome shows December 21st and 22nd. I'll be there live in Tokyo for those. We could easily see a six-man tag team championship defense there. We have in the past. And also the question remains of what variation, what combination of the never six-man tag team champions will we see? Well, obviously we know we'll see Okada, Tanahashi, and Ishii, but what's the combination we'll see of United Empire in that matchup? Is it finally time for Newman to take his Ren Narita-like role, like in strong style, or is it Hinare, Okan, and Jeff Cobb that are going to try and step to the plate? Or is Will Ospreay going to be there? Or what's Kyle Davis up to right now?
Fuck am I doing getting money? Goddamn, praise the Lord.
Next matchup, Ryohei Oiwa, Kaito Kiyomiya, Tomoaki Honma, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Yujiro Takahashi, and Evil. Fun matchup. Interesting matchup. I just realized we skipped one, by the way, on accident. And maybe it's a good thing that we skipped this one, because Tiger Mask and Shota Umino were scheduled to take on Sho and Ren Narita. Ren Narita, nowhere to be found. Dick Togo was accompanying Shota ringside, attacked Shota Umino and Tiger Mask before the bell sounded. Out comes Ren Narita, hits the face buster, which has now been called that X Factor-like maneuver dubbed the double cross, which is just more salt in the wounds from Ren Narita to Shota Umino. 1, 2, 3, and the match was over. Tiger Mask taking the pinfall loss on this evening. And it was Shota Umino, man, who he wanted to get his hands on Ren Narita. We thought maybe this would be the time, maybe this would be the opportunity, and it was not. It has to be Wrestle Kingdom. I don't see any other way for this to be settled, and I'll be honest, even if this match happens at Wrestle Kingdom 18, I don't believe it will even be settled past that. I don't believe it'll be settled even past that. Honma, Oiwa, Kiyomiya had a fun match against Kanemaru, Takahashi, and Evil. The question that remains for Kiyomiya in this match is, Kaito Kiyomiya was told that he should not return to Pro Wrestling Noah without success, without those World Tag League trophies, without championship gold, without something to show for it. Reality is, chat, Kaito Kiyomiya has not done so. He ended the tournament with 4 points alongside Ryohei Oiwa. Nothing to it. Nothing to it that he is able to show Kano. And what does that mean for Kiyomiya? Is he allowed back into Pro Wrestling Noah with open arms, or is there a little bit of a hoop and a hurdle that he has to jump over looking to head into Pro Wrestling Noah's upcoming events. Going to be doing some stuff in the Tokyo area coming up for Wrestle Kingdom weekend. That's going to be incredible. This is a match right here, chat. Tanahashi Okada versus Bishop Khan and Toa Leona. If you have never seen Bishop Khan and Toa Leona wrestle in tag team action, I highly, 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 highly recommend that you do. And check out Khan and Leona versus Tanahashi and Okada. I'm going to speak heartfelt, truthfully here. Khan looked like a star. Bishop Khan stepped to Kazuchika Okada and Hiroshi Tanahashi, two of the most stacked professional athletes in our sport today and in the history, and looked normal, looked natural, standing in the ring with them. Bishop Khan, of course, and Toa Leona picking up the loss on this evening, but nothing to hang your head about, folks, because the best in the world have lost to Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kazuchika Okada in separate affairs, and I know for a fact, I doubt this will be the last time we see Khan and Leona. I really doubt it. I really doubt it. I thought it was a really fun match. There was a really scary moment. Leona dropped Okada right on his neck. I thought we weren't going to be getting that Bryan Danielson singles match at Wrestle Kingdom. Leona was scary in that one. Our semi-main event of the evening, Just 5 Guys, took on LIJ. And here's the thing, folks. Story of this matchup, obviously, Sonata and Tetsuya Naito. Chris Charlton and I theorized on the mindset of Sonata, and it's a hard thing to do. Yuya Uemura as well has been putting the focus in on Yota Tsuji, was not able to pick up the victory against him in Block B competition. That's been bothering Yuya Uemura. But the most interesting news to come out of this matchup specifically, it was the meeting in the middle for Los Ingobernables de Japón, where Tetsuya Naito gave the nod and the invitation. As far as we're aware, there's been no clarification made, but I would not be shocked to find out Sandokan Jr. is the newest member to LIJ. And if it's not the newest member to LIJ, it is a keep going because we want you around soon. And either way, that's a motivating thing for Sandokan Jr. Comes in, his very first time in New Japan Pro Wrestling, making his New Japan Pro Wrestling debut, has a hell of a run with Yota Tsuji. And to get the approval from the G1 Climax 33 winner, from a former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion in his own right, in Tetsuya Naito, that's gold for Sandokan Jr. And some might think it's even better than winning World Tag League in its entirety. I'd like to see more wrestlers outside of New Japan Pro Wrestling in these tournaments. I'd love to see it too, man. I'd love to see it too. I think the Forbidden Door is still a real thing, and we should open it up even further. Might not have got the results they wanted, but they did leave a great impression on the fans. I feel that same way, Nevaeh. I really do. I really, really do. Yuya, yep. Yuya and Yota, man. I think that that's something that's brewing. And I think we're going to see that develop a little bit more coming up at the Tokyo Dome Road 2 shows and Korakuen. I think that's going to be something to keep your eye on. Folks, final match. One of the most historic matches in New Japan Pro Wrestling history. And you might think that I'm blowing smoke, but riddle me this, listen to this, and tell me that you don't feel the same way. The longest match in World Tag League history. 40 plus minutes of in-ring competition. A star-making performance for El Phantasmo and Hikuleo to prove that they can hang as long as they did with the IWGP Tag Team Champions and Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto. A historic third victory for Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto. And the first time ever that the IWGP Tag Team Champions have ever walked into the finals and picked up a victory. First time the Tag Team Champions have been victorious in the tournament. First time for a three-peat, the first ever three-peat, 2021, 2022, 2023. First time that the Tag Team Champions have ever been able to choose their opponents for Wrestle Kingdom 18. Destino! 2. Sweet! Thank you so much. I appreciate the follow, my friend. And if you haven't followed already, what the hell are you doing? It's time. I'm up at 4:30 a.m. doing a breakdown because I love this business, damn it. I love it. God bless Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto. I'm fired the hell up because Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto picked up the fattest dub of the year on day 190 of their current Tag Team Championship reign. They are going to walk into Wrestle Kingdom 18. They're going to put the key in the ignition. They're going to try and turn it into drive. And we're going to see if Hikuleo and El Phantasmo can outdo what they did tonight. Going 40 minutes, not picking up the victory. How do you even top that? How do you top that? Do you go for the quickest victory over Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto that has ever happened? Do you try and go for the quickest tag team championship defense? What do? There's some sort of desire, this innate desire to outdo one another and pick up the tag team titles, but that's not all. That's not all. Because you thought it was just the tag team championships of the IWGP variety that are on the line. No, 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 no. The NJPW Strong Openweight Tag Team Championships also on the line. Hikuleo and El Phantasmo going up against Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto. This is double title action. And listen, it's not the first time this has happened. Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto have been dual IWGP Tag Team and NJPW Strong Openweight Tag Team Champions at the same time. However, they did not unify those championships. Now, the Japanese, there's translations there that I did not exactly catch personally, but I've heard rumor that the talk is the unification of the Strong Openweight and IWGP Tag Team Championships. I've also heard the opposite. And I think that it leaves a lot of questions to be raised for Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto should they win, or even Hikuleo and El Phantasmo should they win and pull off what would be the absolute best and greatest victory in Hikuleo and El Phantasmo's career. I just spoke for 50 uninterrupted. I can't speak at all, apparently. I just spoke for 50 uninterrupted minutes about the greatness that is World Tag League this year. Hikuleo and El Phantasmo couldn't pull out the W in 40 minutes. So what are they going to do? Go 60? Are they going to have to go 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, count all the way up to 1,000,000? They'll go the distance because it is the moment to prove that you belong in this sport at the top, the pinnacle of the sport that we know and love, that is professional wrestling. We're going to see if Hikuleo and El Phantasmo can do it. And that'll be at Wrestle Kingdom 18. And Wrestle Kingdom 18 is going to be sick, chat. It's going to be sick. And I've not been more excited to be at a wrestling show in my entire freaking life. And it will be interesting to see what happens with the IWGP Women's Championship and the Strong Women's titles. Of course, NJPW Strong Women's Championship will be on the line against Megan Bain coming up sometime very, very soon, December 29th. And then Mayu versus Julia, the main event for the Stardom's January 4th show. Potentially, I think there is potential for... I just got an inside scoop that I cannot reveal. I'm going to ask if I can reveal it before I say anything else. Anyway, sorry. It pays to know Chris Charlton. I can say that. It pays to know Chris Charlton. If he says yes, I'll spill it. I'll spill it. That is what is scheduled to come. The Wrestle Kingdom card is continuing to shape up. Oh, Chris says no. Go tweet at Chris and ask him what the inside scoop is. And then he probably won't tell you either, but that's fine. Never openweight championship match, Tama Tonga versus Shingo Takagi. NJPW World Television Championship match, Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Zack Sabre Jr. in their, what is probably an 11th, 12th match, rematch. Wow. Hiromu Takahashi versus El Desperado for a rematch for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. It's Akira and TJP versus Maloney and Connors Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship action. The IWGP US UK Heavyweight Championship three-way match. However, it is not the US UK Championship that is on the line. It is a new championship, and while I do know the plans for what is to happen, I'm going to keep that to myself because I think you guys are going to very much enjoy what happens coming up with that. This new championship at the request of Will Ospreay. And it's interesting to note that Will Ospreay requested this new championship for himself. And after David Finlay destroyed the US UK championships that meant so much to him, Will Ospreay knew he was signing with All Elite Wrestling, still requested a championship for New Japan Pro Wrestling Management. If Will Ospreay gets this new championship, wins it in this three-way matchup coming up on January 4th at Wrestle Kingdom, is Will Ospreay staying in New Japan Pro Wrestling for the long term? Is Will Ospreay going to... I'm losing my voice, chat. I streamed for 4 hours or 3 hours, called a 3-hour show, and now I'm doing this. It's all about the content. Oh my. Is Will Ospreay going to defend that championship in All Elite Wrestling? What is the deal? We're going to find out. It's Ospreay, Moxley, and Finlay. Special singles matchup. Kazuchika Okada versus Bryan Danielson. And by the way, chat, I can't announce it. It is official right now. The scoop that was discussed earlier. Yoshinobu Kanemaru is taking on Tai Chi for the KOPW 2023 championship. However, it is a proposed and accepted low blows are legal matchup. What is going on? Tai Chi and Yoshinobu Kanemaru want to hit each other in the dick. That's what I'm hearing. And I'm not talking Togo, all right? It's not Dick Togo. It is low blows legal. We will definitely see dick-to-dick contact on that night, as I have patented and trademarked that term. I'm not letting Dick Togo make money off my name. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's all happening, man. It's all happening tonight. Well, it's not happening tonight, but we're talking about it tonight. Over, under, Tai Chi hitting Kanemaru in the balls 5 times. Over, for sure. Over, for sure. Oh, man, we're fired up right now, man. I'm loving this. Main event confirmed. IWGP World Heavyweight Championship takes on the winner of the G1 Climax 33. It's Sonata versus Tetsuya Naito. It is going to be the crowning moment for Sonata, or the crowning moment that Tetsuya Naito never got to cherish, never got to receive, that triumphant roll call that his grandfather was in attendance to witness, cut short by Kenta just years ago. It was his dream to realize that triumphant roll call in front of his family, specifically that grandfather who was so influential in his professional wrestling career and his professional wrestling fandom as a child. And Tetsuya Naito's grandfather passed away, and he's never going to be able to have that moment and share that moment But the plan for Tetsuya Naito is to win the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, to deliver that championship to the graveside of his grandfather and remind him, hello, I did it, and I am bringing it to you. There is no more emotion that you will find in a pro wrestling match in 2024 than what we will have in Tetsuya Naito versus Sonata. Where Sonata, keep in mind, still trying to prove that he belongs. We talked about it on the broadcast earlier, myself and Chris Charlton, that Sonata is almost fighting from underneath. Let's be honest here. Tetsuya Naito, Tokyo Dome, it's Naito country. It's not going to be Sonata country. It hasn't been Sonata country in the past. The only time there's been an opportunity for Tokyo to be Sonata country whenever he has been teaming alongside Naito as tag team champion. Hey, sweet Nevaeh, I appreciate you, my friend. Also, I just saw your tweet that you tagged me in, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's super baller. I see that you're a pro wrestler, and I think that's fantastic, so I followed you back. I appreciate it. So that's super sick. We do a lot of wrestling streams around here now that I just started. So, man, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place right now. Sonata has yet to have that big title reign defining victory, and there is potential that this happens. I also need Sandokan Jr. to be included in the Tokyo Dome roll call. I need Sandokan Jr. in the Tokyo Dome, period. I love that. Sonata's been fighting up from almost this entire time where he is trying to get out of the shadow of Los Ingobernables de Japón, out of Naito, out of everyone else. He wants to be his own man, and he's been struggling to do so. He's been struggling to get the New Japan faithful on his side. It's almost, as Charlton said it on the broadcast earlier today, it's almost like a political campaign when you go around to these different cities. We were in Kamamoto on this evening, going into Kanagawa, going in wherever. I mean, it's going to be a lot of trying to convince the faithful that you are worthy of being champion. You are worthy of their support. They know that Tetsuya Naito is worthy of that support. Sonata's still having to try and earn that. And I think that places a chip on his shoulder going even further. World Heavyweight Championship match, Wrestle Kingdom 18. And that's it. That's it. That's where we're at. An hour-long recap following a 3-hour stream and a 3-hour show. I feel like I've yelled a majority of this stream, and I apologize. I'm not trying to yell. I actually just, I'm really tired right now. I'm really tired, and yelling keeps me awake, so that's that. It is 4:45 in the morning for me, and I've had a freaking blast tonight, man. The stream earlier was fantastic. We watched a bunch of tag team wrestling from All Japan and from Noah, a bunch of other things. It was great. So if you like watching wrestling, please drop the follow on the channel. The tips right here that you see at the third bar is for Toys for Tots. I have the goal at $10, but I'm actually just going to donate money myself. And if you guys want to add anybody to the pot, ! tip, you could donate there. Subs also, which is fantastic. Subs and bits go straight to the channel to support. And also, I am giving away tickets for New Japan Battle in the Valley, specifically to Twitch followers. We're going to be doing a big charity stream sometime in December, and I'm going to be giving away tickets for Battle in the Valley on that night, and I'm super, super excited about it. I don't think anyone in New Japan has done this, where they've given away just like tickets on a Twitch stream. So I think it's cool. I think it's unique. And I hope it allows y'all to be a little bit more involved in the community. And I'm hoping that someone gets to get these tickets and either sell them and make a buck, or go do something that will be fun. A San Jose trip and Battle in the Valley, Will Ospreay, Okada, etc. All this being said, I've talked so much that my jaw actually hurts. That's what you get for being a New Japan English commentator, right? That's what you get. It's been a lot of fun. I'm very, very blessed and grateful for all of you that have been here for the stream and that have been here just in general. Thank you for supporting great professional wrestling. Thank you for supporting a place that allows me to pay my bills and live my dream out every single day. At 21 years old, being plucked from obscurity by Kevin Kelly to where I am now. It is the most insane journey I could have ever asked for, and it was so worth the grind of 16-hour drives round trip for indie wrestling shows that I didn't get paid on. So I appreciate you all. And that's going to be probably where we end it today. If this is your last chance to follow, or you get the little alert on the screen, but you should follow anyway, no matter what. Stream tomorrow. We're going to be playing some game probably, but we're definitely going to be watching some wrestling. Some of the other suggestions that have been put in the forum, which has just been dropped in the chat. And that's pretty much where we're at. I'm going to find a channel to raid. We're going to send a little bit of love over there. And I appreciate you guys once again for joining the stream tonight. All right. I found a stream that we can hit. We're going to double this guy's view count. Let's do it. Thank you, Twitch.tv. Thank you, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you greatly. I've been Walker Stewart. This has been my time. You all are fantastic. We'll see you next time. I appreciate it.
You will never be able to do the Rainmaker.
Yes.